first round of the 2016 NCAA tournament gets started on Thursday, March 17th. The Kansas Jayhawks and Michigan State Spartans are the top two seeds to win the title, and they are both at odds of 5-1. North Carolina is at odds of 6-1, Kentucky at odds of 10-1, Virginia Cavaliers at 11-1, and the Oregon Ducks at 15-1. Apart from Oklahoma and Villanova, who are both at odds of 16-1, all other teams are at odds of 25-1 or more, so there is plenty of betting value on the board. Looking at the East Region games, North Carolina is 28-6, and they will take on the winner of the Florida Gulf Coast Fairleigh Dickinson game. The Tar Heels should roll over either Florida Gulf Coast or Fairleigh Dickinson fairly easily in this game. USC, who is 21-12, will take on Providence, who is 23-10. The Trojans and Friars are very evenly matched, so this should go down to the wire. Providence has more talent, but they make a ton of mistakes to keep other teams in the game. Providence is at -2 in March Madness odds. Indiana is 25-7, and they will take on Chattanooga, who are 29-5. This one might be a lot more interesting than the public thinks, as Indiana isn't always great shooting from the outside, and when they get cold, they really struggle. Chattanooga plays really good defense, and they might spring the upset and ruin the Indiana-Kentucky second-round matchup. Indiana is an 11.5-point favorite in March Madness odds. Next up, Kentucky is 25-8. They will take on Stony Brook, who are 26-6. The Wildcats are more experienced and they have more talent, so they should win. But it might not be easy, as Stony Brook has lost just twice since mid-December. Kentucky are at -14.5 points in March Madness odds. Notre Dame is 22-11, and they will take on the winner of the Michigan-Tulsa game. Notre Dame should be able to handle either Michigan or Tulsa. But if they happen to face the Wolverines, at least this will be an interesting game. Next up is West Virginia, who is 26-8, against Stephen F. Austin University, who is 27-5. The Mountaineers will look to run and turn this game into a frenzied one. Stephen A. Austin is number 1 in the nation in turnover margin, so if they can avoid mistakes, this game might be interesting. West Virginia are -7-point favorites in March Madness odds. Wisconsin is 20-12, and they will face Pitt, who is 21-11. This might not be the low-scoring game people think, as neither defense is anything special. Pittsburgh is better offensively, and they should be able to grind out a win. Xavier is 27-5, and they will take on Weber State, who is 26-8. The Musketeers are loaded with talent, while Weber State is simply in over their heads. The only chance for the Wildcats is if they get hot from the outside and stay hot. Xavier is at -13.5 in March Madness odds.